The girl who married a lion. In a village in the land of the Zulus, there lived a beautiful young girl named Untobi. Untobi was kind and hardworking, but she was also curious and often wandered far from home. One day, while walking in the forest, she came across a handsome young man sitting by a stream. He was tall and strong, with kind eyes and a charming smile. The young man greeted her warmly, and they began to talk. They quickly became friends, and soon the man asked Untobi to marry him. Enchanted by his charm, Untobi agreed, and they went to live in his village, deep in the heart of the forest. For a while, Untobi was very happy. Her husband treated her well, and they lived in a cozy hut surrounded by nature. But there was something strange about her new home. Whenever her husband went out, he warned her never to leave the hut. He told her that there were dangerous animals in the forest, especially lions. One day, while her husband was away, Untobi grew curious and decided to explore the forest around her new home. As she wandered deeper into the trees, she came across something that shocked her: large lion footprints leading away from her hut. Her heart began to race. Could it be that her husband was the lion? She hurried back to the hut and waited for her husband to return. That night, as they slept, she watched him closely and noticed something even stranger. His nails grew longer, his eyes glowed in the dark, and his teeth looked sharp, like a lion's fangs. Untobi realized the terrible truth. Her husband was not a man at all, but a lion in disguise. Scared for her life, she fled the hut and ran all the way back to her village, where she told her family what had happened. The elders of the village listened to Untobi's story with grave concern. They gathered the warriors and devised a plan to protect Untobi and the village from the lion. "We must act quickly," said the chief. "The lion is dangerous, and now that he knows Untobi's secret, he will surely come for her." That night, the warriors prepared for the lion's arrival. They built a strong barricade around the village and hid behind tall trees, armed with spears and shields. Untobi was told to stay safely inside one of the huts, surrounded by her family. As expected, just before dawn, the lion appeared, roaring angrily. He had transformed into his true form, a giant, powerful lion with golden fur and fierce eyes that gleamed in the moonlight. He prowled around the village, searching for Untobi, his roars echoing through the trees. "Untobi," the lion roared, "come out! You are my wife and you belong to me." The villagers held their breath, but Untobi remained hidden. The lion grew more furious, his roars shaking the ground. Just as the lion was about to break through the barricade, the village chief stepped forward and called out, "You have deceived one of our own, mighty lion. You pretended to be a man, but you are nothing more than a beast. Leave this place or you will face the consequences." The lion roared again, baring his sharp teeth, and lunged toward the chief. But the warriors were ready. With a mighty shout, they threw their spears, each one aimed perfectly at the lion. The spears struck the lion, and with a final roar of pain, he fell to the ground. The village was silent as the great lion lay still, defeated. The villagers celebrated their victory, praising Untobi's bravery and the wisdom of their elders. Untobi was forever grateful to the village for saving her, but she never forgot the lesson she learned from her time in the forest. From that day on, she was more cautious and thoughtful about whom she trusted, understanding that appearances can be deceiving. The moral of the story is to be always cautious about appearances. Things may not be as the same.